Where's Miss Richards?
How would I know?
You know, all right. And about that phony surgeon, Rodland Barracks, too.
Phony? Well, the girl told us that...
She gave you the wrong name. She made this one up to warn me. And at the same time to tell me that Malder is a scarab.
Malder? You're crazy. Hey, how could she do that?
Rodland Barracks is Malder Scarab spelled backwards. See? S-C-A-R-A-B. M-A-L-D-O-R. Malder is a scarab.
When Malder finds out she double-crossed him, he'll kill her. She'll have a horrible death. Well, you know what he'll...
Shut up. He won't find it out in time.
Yes?
The whole thing was a trap. The cops were waiting at the hospital. Got the others. I just managed to escape.
Hold the car there for a fast getaway. We'll be out as soon as we dispose of the girl.
So you lied to me. No one can do that and live. This looks 1,000 years old. But it isn't. A week ago, he was a living, breathing man. But he disobeyed my orders. He was placed in this case. In a short time, he became the withered mummy that you see before you. And you'll be just like that in a few minutes. Gruber. I'll get our valuables together while you connect the mummifying gas. I'm afraid the district attorney will hardly recognize Miss Richards when he finds a withered mummy. Leaving, Mr. Scarab? You arrived sooner than I expected, Mr. District Attorney.
Where's Gail Richards?
Well, you'll never find her unless you're willing to exchange her life for my freedom.
The Scarab will have the pleasure of turning on the gas.
Better make a deal, Captain America. In a few minutes, we'll be too late to save Miss Richards.
Then she's in the building. Tell me where she is.
Captain America, whom we now know to be our fighting district attorney, the Scarab and his murderous gang pay the supreme penalty in the electric chair at the stroke of midnight tonight. To review the Scarab's crimes...
No need to review them now. These convictions definitely prove that crime doesn't pay. I want to say that the people of this city owe a great deal to you, Mr. District Attorney, Captain America.
Thank you. But we owe a great deal more to Gail. Her cleverness tipped me off to the Scarab's identity.
But Captain America arrived in time to capture the Scarab. It's midnight.
The toll of doom for the Scarab.
Phone last? The girl. She left the connection open so they could hear us. We've got to get her away fast. Captain America. Either the district attorney and Captain America are one and the same man, or else they're working very closely together. The girl called the DA's office and left the phone open so they could listen to us. Then Captain America arrived.
Well, we will fire over our Captain America in due time. Now we must get ready for the next move.
The next move?
Yes, against Henley, the petroleum magnate. He also was a member of the Mayan expedition which discredited me. I've sent him an extortion note, which he's sure to take to the district attorney. And we must learn what the DA intends to do about it. So you're to install a radio dictaphone in the district attorney's apartment.
In his apartment? If he should find me there...
Ah, but he won't. I've arranged to have him come here.
Shine, sir? Not today.
Yes, Mark?
The district attorney has just gone in.
Very well. On your way. I'll keep him here long enough for you to finish the job. Get the library. Come in. Hello, Doctor. How are you, Mr. Gardner? It was good of you to come. I realize you're a busy man these days. Have a seat.
Thank you. I'm very busy, but I knew you must have a good reason for wanting an interview.
Thank you, I have. The National Academy of Science has asked me to prepare the material for biographical articles on the members of the Mayan expedition who have been murdered. I'd appreciate it if you look over these notes to make sure I'm not divulging any information to the criminals that might interfere with your plans to arrest them. They're only a few pages. Perhaps you could look them over now.
Certainly. I'd be glad to, Doctor.
The DA still there? No, he just left.
That's okay. I'm in his apartment now, and I'll have time to finish. Open your receiver and set it for 20 megacycles, and I'll give you a test.
Very well. Gruber.
H1. M3 calling H1. Hello.
Yes, sweetheart, it's okay. Now get out of there quick. The DA may be back any minute.
Right.
Hello, Chief. Mr. Henley is here. He's in a panic.
Henley? Petroleum magnet?
Yes, he's waiting in the outer office. He's received an extortion note signed by the Scarab. He wants to see you at once.
Oh, I see. All right, Gail, get a police escort and bring Mr. Henley here. When did he arrive?
About 10 minutes ago. I've been trying to get you, but your line was busy.
What? What's that?
I said I tried to get you, but your line was busy.
All right. I'll expect you in about 15 minutes. Very good. When Henley arrives, we know exactly what they propose to do.
Now, Mr. Henley, what is this about an extortion note?
They mean business, Gardner. Something's got to be done quickly.
Henley, if you value your life, you will obey the following instructions implicitly. Draw $100,000 in currency from your bank and return home with it. Wait there for a telephone message instructing you as to the exact time and place where the money is to be left. Scarab. How did you receive this?
It was pushed under my door.
Do you intend to pay this money?
Of course I intend to pay. It's my life I'm buying. I consider it worth the price.
I'll consent on one condition. You are to remain on the police guard, and Miss Richards will deliver the money.
That's satisfactory. Will you try and capture the extortionists when they come for the money?
That won't be necessary. We have a specially constructed carrying case for just such an occasion as this. It has a secret compartment containing a radioactive cell, which keeps sending out a signal. By means of triangulation, we can locate the case wherever it is taken. Perhaps to the headquarters of the Scarab himself.
I'll take care of the mechanical spy.
We'll take every precaution to protect you. But remember, we're probably dealing with a homicidal maniac. You call me at my office as soon as you learn where the money is to be delivered.
I will.
We'll walk you to the elevator.
Now the homicidal maniac will plan a counterattack.
Bye, and good luck.
Thank you.
What is this fairy tale about a carrying case? I never heard of it.
Neither did I. It's a good idea.
But you told Mr. Henley.
I not only told Henley, I also told the Scarab. When you said my phone had been busy, I realized someone had been in the apartment. I searched and found a radio dictograph concealed in the bookcase.
Then they think...
Just what I want them to think. That we're depending on the phony locator to trace them. So they won't expect us to try any other scheme.
So that's it.
Yes. And as soon as we learn where to leave the money, I'll start. You go to Henley's, pick up the case, and take it to the location designated.
Okay, come in.
The girl came out alone and left the case.
I'll get it. Drive the car around to the other entrance. Take this case and drop it down the shaft at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Get your hands up, Matt.
If he tries any tricks, let him have it. This looks like the real thing, all right. Now, we're taking you to a nice, quiet place where you can decipher both pieces of this map for us. We'll go up the surface entrance. Take a look in the corridor and see if it's clear. Captain America landed in the truck down there. He may be alive.
Well, we better clear out before he raises an alarm.
We've got to take Hillman with us. He's the only one that can decipher the plaque. With us. If anyone tries to stop us, you'll be the first to get it.
Took Hillman away with them.
Captain America tried to trail us, but we lost him.
So Hillman is resting comfortably at the farm.
He'll be in shape to talk by morning. I wonder how Captain America found out we were at Hillman's hotel.
I think I know. One of my agents reported that the man we sent to the district attorney's office for the electro recorder was killed. His body is in the morgue.
Then the DA must have the electro recorder with your voice on it.
The sound was recorded on a magnetic wire. And when it was played back, all sound was eradicated. There was no identifying mark on the mechanism. We have nothing to worry about from the district attorney.
The man I found here must have thrown this out the window. I picked it up in the street below.
Seems to be a recording device of some kind.
Yes, and it may have been planted in this office. Check it over thoroughly, Walter.
All right, Chief. Give you a full report in the morning.
Fine.
Let's hope we get a lead to the scarab.
It's Matson, and the scarab is with him.
Dr. Maldor, so you are the scarab. Yes, I am the scarab. The murderer of Lyman and Dodge, and I didn't come to discuss that. Let's get down to business, Hillman. I must learn the location of the lost Temple of Emeralds. You will suffer the same fate as your associates unless you decipher these plaques for me. I won't do it. You will never get your criminal hand to that fabulous wealth. You're very headstrong. But there are ways of making you talk. Tie him up to that chandelier. There'll be plenty of time to get the information I want. There'll be no interruption from Captain America or the district attorney now.
What'd you find out?
Well, there were no identifying marks on the parts, but I found a fingerprint on one of the magnetic coils.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere.
Definitely. I identified the fingerprint as that of Ed Graham. He runs a radio repair shop at 32 South Street. Here's his record.
Arrested 3 times on suspicion of robbery and receiving stolen goods. Dismissed each time for lack of evidence. Well, this time we really have some evidence.
I hope it helps us find Hillman.
We'll soon find out. I'll force Graham's hand before he learns we have a fingerprint to convict him. Get in touch with the chief operator at the telephone company. Have her cut into the line to Graham's radio shop.
Hello? Just a minute. I'll talk.
Cut him down.
Graham's on the phone.
Yes, Graham, what is it?
The district attorney dropped in with that electro recorder. He couldn't figure it out. I told him I'd never seen anything like it.
Was he suspicious?
I don't think so. He just seemed to be checking around the radio shop.
All right. Let me know if you find out anything else. You may have fractured his skull. Your stupidity will delay my learning the secrets of those plaques. Stretch him out the couch, boys. Get my hat and coat. We're going back to town.
Yes, officer. Thank you. Calling Grant Gardner. Calling Grant Gardner.
Yes, Gail, come in.
The chief operator reports that Graham just made a phone call to the old Watson farm off Riverside Lane.
Was Hillman's name mentioned?
No. He only talked about your checking on that recording device.
Fine. I'll reopen negotiations with Mr. Graham. You're under arrest.
What for?
For manufacturing that recorder. Your fingerprint was found on the coil.
All right, I made it. I sold it to a stranger.
Yes. The stranger you just called at the Watson farm.
How'd you find out?
Never mind that. You better talk and talk fast. Is Hillman at that farm?
Get around behind here. In the back room. for a while. I'm going to investigate that farm. Calling H1. Calling H1. This is Graham. Calling H1.
Come in, Graham. This is Gruber.
The DA's got me tied up in my shop. He's on his way to the Watson farm. Warn the Scarab.
I'll phone the farm. Then I'll send someone down to release you. Calling MA. Calling MA. Calling MA. This is Gruber.
Come in, what's the trouble?
The DA got the goods on Graham. He's on his way to the farm right now. Tried to phone him there, but no one answered. Shall I try again?
It's no use, the phone's out of order. There's no way to warn them.
Can you beat the DA to the farm?
No, it's impossible. Call my pilot. Tell him to have the plane ready to take off. Instruct him to load the bomb rack. Tillman knows that I'm the Scarab. There's never lived to talk. You've got to fly there and bomb the house.
Yes, sir.
I'd better phone headquarters. We're coming to the house now.
Nose are down.
Our last bomb, we mustn't miss.
destruction of the barn spoiled all chances of tracing Scarab's men.
Oh, Gail?
Have you gentlemen seen this?
Dr. Clinton Lyman, brother of the late Professor Lyman, who was a victim of the Purple Death, will demonstrate his latest invention at his home tonight. It is said that this device will restore life to plants and animals within certain limits of time. Witnessing the demonstration will be Lyman's fellow members of the Mayhem Explorers Club. Why, that's dynamite. Scarab's attacks have been made only on members of that club, and now they're publicizing a meeting like that.
It looks like they're asking the Scarab to wipe them out.
Get me Dr. Clinton Lyman's home, please.
Hello? Oh, I never intended that to get into the papers. I simply mentioned it at private luncheon at my club.
I advise you to cancel tonight's demonstration.
Oh, no, that's impossible.
And you're only inviting disaster for yourself and your associates.
No, I don't really think so. If it would relieve your mind, why not attend my demonstration?
Thanks, I will. I'll be there with my assistant, Miss Richards. Scientists don't seem to realize their danger from the Scarab.
Have you seen this? Yes, I know all about it. I had lunch at the Mayhem Explorers Club, and I'm among those invited to Lyman's house.
Is there anything to this perpetual life machine?
We will find out tonight. Lyman would try and bring a dog back to life, and the Humane Society is cooperating in the experiment. If his device works, I must have it. I've always dreamed of an elixir that will give me power over death itself.
You'll be there yourself. How can you possibly?
Oh, it's relatively simple. Dinner shall be over at 8:45. About that time, the truck from the Humane Society should arrive at Lyman's residence.
Remember, don't do a thing until you're sure the demonstration's a success.
Right.
Dirk is waiting in his car outside. He'll cover us in case we're trailed.
What beautiful roses.
This morning, they were withered and dead. And my machine restored them to life.
Ma.
Can a machine be used to restore human life?
I've never tried it, but I'm convinced it will. That must be the men from the Humane Society. Excuse me. Put it here, please. Now, if you wait in the anteroom. Speaking broadly, gentlemen, the principle of my machine is based on the diathermic method of inducing fever by high temperature. This results in the electronic resuscitation of the circulatory system. It works in conjunction with this serum, which I inject into the vital organs. If the subject has been dead too long, I cannot expect success.
His eyes are open.
Gentlemen, I believe the experiment is a success.
Wonderful, a miracle.
Congratulations, Doctor, on your great contribution to science.
Thank you.
Here, doggy.
I'll get him.
Hold it, everybody.
What do you mean?
Get away from that table. Keep him covered till I get back to help you with Lyman. Get over against that wall.
Something's gone wrong. Get away from here. I'll pick up Dirk and we'll take care of Lyman.
Be sure that no one leaves this house.
Right.
What is the meaning of all this?
What happened?
Two masked men broke in, tied us up, and took Dr. Lyman away. Dr. Melder was hurt trying to resist them. He tore the mask off one man. It was Maxon. I didn't see the other man's face, but if I ever see him again, I'll know.
He'll be all right. Phone the commissioner to send out some detectives from the Identification Bureau. They might be able to identify that man I shot and give us a clue to the scarab.
Lyman's at a research laboratory, and Hunt got through with the machine safely. We really outfoxed the DA this time.
Not entirely. You found a watchman's key on Rick's body, and it won't take him long to trace it. Where did Rick work?
He was a night watchman at the Collins gravel pit. We've been using the office there as a meeting place at night.
Well, go there immediately and destroy any evidence that might point to me before the district attorney gets there. Or wait. I have a better plan. One that will remove the evidence and also the district attorney if he goes there.
Take the plunger off about 200 yards. And be sure you keep the wire out of sight. And pick a spot where we can see the shack clearly. We want to see who goes into it before we blow it up.
I'll jump off about 100 yards from the entrance. Keep going. You know what to do.
I heard a car pull up outside.
It's all right. We're ready.
enlisted Captain America.
Shall I blow it?
No, wait a minute. Captain America might show up, too. He'd never let her come out here alone.
You're right. Get your hands up.